Close Detroit Lions coach Matt Patricia fields questions from reporters during the NFL meetings in Orlando on Tuesday, March 27, 2018. Video by Dave Burkett, DFP Orlando. There's no time for it now, not with free agents to woo, draft prospects to evaluate, a new city to get used to and a house still to buy. But when Matt Patricia finally has a few minutes to himself this summer, the new Detroit Lions coach has big plans to conquer. I'm going to sleep, Patricia said Tuesday. That's going to be number one. Very excited about that. He was half joking. Reacquainting himself with his family is number one on Patricia's summer to-do list, but the bigger point remains, not quite 2 months into his first foray as head coach, Patricia is keeping a breakneck pace that's barely slowed down at the junket known as the NFL's annual spring meeting in Orlando. With his family in tow, Patricia's days have been swallowed up by meetings, interviews and other league business that's both new and soon to be normal to the man the Lions have entrusted with helping them find playoff success. Business like posing for a headshot with pencil for the Madden football video game. More, Matt Patricia, 5 important things said at NFL meetings. Lions looking to add more picks for 2018 NFL draft. I'll say the only thing that was cool about that, my oldest son is to the age where he is starting to learn about video games even though we don't have video games in the house, Patricia said. And that's the one game that all of his friends must talk about, so when I was leaving the room to go down, I'm like, hey buddy, I've got to go. I'll see you in a little bit. He's like, where are you going? I'm like, I don't know. They're going to take a picture for Madden, and his eyes lit up and he thought that was like the coolest thing ever. Patricia is admittedly in the honeymoon phase as Lions coach. He hasn't coached a game yet, hasn't even held a practice, and the front office is primarily to thank or blame, depending on your point of view, for the team's free agent and draft acquisitions. I'm undefeated right now, so it's okay, Patricia said. Let's see what happens in October, but Patricia has played an important behind-the-scenes role as the Lions have reshaped their roster to his liking by adding bigger linebackers and depth at just about every other position. Not only have the Lions signed a pair of ex-New England Patriots running back LeGarrette Blount and linebacker Jonathan Freeney, who played for or had a previous relationship with Patricia, but others have cited Patricia's influence as a major reason why they signed with the Lions. Patriots quarterbacks Tom Brady 12 and Brian Hoyer, and defensive coordinator Matt Patricia talked during warm-ups prior to Super Bowl 52 against the Eagles at US Bank Stadium on Sunday, February 4, 2018 in Minneapolis. Photo, Kevin C. Cox. Getty image. Shea seems like a real hype, energetic guy, linebacker Christian Jones said during the conference call to introduce him earlier this month. Fun to work with. We all know what he's done in the past with New England, so that's something that excites me and the other guys who signed. We're just ready to get back to work and see what he's got, see what Coach's got in store for us, and hope he will be able to come together and do some special things. Lions general manager Bob Quinn said Patricia's personality and resume were both assets in attracting free agents, and he expects both to pay off. When the Lions hit the field this fall, I think when the players sit down and talk to Matt, they get a real connection with him very early on, Quinn said. As you guys have gotten to know him a little bit, he's a very personable guy, and you sit down and he tells you what he envisions the team's going to be like this year, next year, into the future, and then your role. Guys get excited. Guys watch the Patriots have won a lot of games over the years. So I think guys kind of see what he's done with players and say, I can do that, or, I can do that better. So, I think it's helped. More, NFL catch rule changes approved as standard for completion is simplified. And Tuesday, during an hour-long breakfast with reporters, Patricia was most at ease with the cameras off, talking about his family and asking reporters about theirs. He said he's not a golfer, I can chase a ball around a golf course, but I'm not very good at it, he said, but does enjoy reading, something that is completely opposite of what I was as a young person. He tries to read a book every summer, doesn't have one picked out for this year yet, but in the past has read selections about the military, leadership, Paul Brown and the New Zealand All Blacks rugby team. Before he became a father, Patricia said he and his wife, Raina, were avid travelers. They frequented Aruba, where they were married in 2009, and once took a 3-week trip to Italy where they drove the country and visited the villages that their ancestors were from. For the last 7 years, Patricia said, Mickey Mouse has occupied most of my time, and he and his family are planning to sneak away for a visit to Disney World later this week before it's back to the grind of pro days and planning for the start of off-season workouts next month. For Patricia, sleep will have to wait. It's football and family first, now it's all about Disney, Patricia said. The closest I get to Italy is Epcot, that's about it. But I get to see a lot of countries on that tour, so it's fun. Contact Dave Burkett, dburkett@freepress.com. Follow him on Twitter @DaveBurkett. Download our Lions Extra app for free on Apple and Android. Closed Detroit Lions president Rod Wood talked about the Final Four that Ford Field hosted in 2009 during the NFL owners meeting on Monday, March 26, 2018, in Orlando. Video by Dave Burkett, DFP.